What's up, guys? Hope y'all are well and hope y'all are ready to see lots of different hair things. So this is pretty much clips that I have not done anything with. Like, I am a hairdresser. In case you guys don't know, I do a lot of hair. I do a lot of braids. I do a lot of hair color. And so sometimes I record my stuff, but it's hard for me to sometimes go through and edit it, or I forget to take an after, so this is just clips from last year, actually. So it's been a little bit, but these are clips from 2022, or I'm sorry, 2021, because we're in 2022 now. But I'm just putting them all together so that way you guys can see a bunch of different hair transformations put together. I feel like this is going to be kind of a cool video just because I'll have like a bunch of different stuff all in one. And that way too, it's like satisfying to, like, I enjoy kind of seeing stuff like this. So I'm sure other hairdressers or other people that enjoy seeing stuff like this will enjoy this video too. And so, like I said, a lot of them are not really the afters or the befores, it's just like the process during. And so for this client, I was just doing 3 straight back braids, and his hair was thick, let me tell you. And I've actually never done his hair. This was his only time to ever come to me. I never did it after this. I guess it was just like a one-time thing, but he did have very good hair. It was very thick. And then my next girl, which, like I said, this is just clips throughout the year, so it's like a completely different day. And I also do work at 2 different salons. So like last clip and this clip are at my Denton location, and then in my Bridgeport locations, you guys will see obviously different chair, different background, different coworkers, stuff like that. But on her, I just gave her a haircut and then I curled her hair. I only work at this shop 1 day a week, and it's my Tuesdays when I come up here, and then the rest of the week I'm at my Bridgeport location. I like that though. It's a good schedule. It like switches it up a little bit because on Tuesdays I also stock up on all of my beauty supply stuff. I do my errands. If I need foil, if I need color, if I need braiding hair, anything I need, I get it on Tuesday. So I'll go work for a little bit, do my errands, and then go home, and then I'll work in Bridgeport for the rest of the week. And there's her haircut. So I have a little bit of a break right now. JK, actually, that might be my client pulling up. She whipping in here too. I have green and red feed and braids next. I did braids, I did a hair color, and I just did a haircut, and so my braid maybe is here. And like I said, we're doing red and green, so that's gonna be super cute. I ended up doing 2 freestyle braids on her. It was actually her birthday month and Christmas. I think her birthday, I can't remember exactly, but her birthday falls like really close to Christmas. So red and green are her favorite colors. She wanted to incorporate both of those colors in her braids, but I was like, you know what? It would be better if we did a freestyle. That way I can kind of like be a little bit more creative instead of doing 3 braids. And they were like totally okay with it. And also in the middle, I did kind of a Christmas tree, and it was so cute because I really was like, I did one side, I did the other side, I did a heart on the left side. You can't see it, but you'll see it later on. And then in the middle, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do in the middle? And I was just thinking and thinking, and I was like partying it, and I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. And then I thought, I was like, wait, what if I did kind of like a little Christmas tree? And then I put the little cuffs, so it's like a star at the top, and then it has like the ornaments, and she loved it. She was so cute. Oh my goodness. And she came in with her outfit, matched. And then my next client, we're back in Denton. This shop is called Top Notch, by the way, if in case y'all are wondering. So we're doing 4 braids on him. So I always blow dry his hair because his hair is pretty curly. So I stretch it out, part it, I shine and jam, and then I braid. And he's actually a very little client. He comes to me every single week and gets, at this time, we were only doing like straight back braids. So we do like 2 braids, 4 braids, 6 braids. Now we've like recently started switching it up, but at this point we were just doing braids, and they look really cool. Honestly, he always would bring me like a different picture, or I would tell him like, oh, let's try this time, or oh, let's try this. So he's like very, very open to ideas, and that's like nice whenever you're like, especially when you're doing their hair like very often, so you want to switch it up at least a little bit. So that is his braids. Always looks very nice afterwards. And we back in Bridgeport. This shop is called Deeply Rooted, by the way, in case y'all are wondering. And this is actually my brother, so he was like, let's do design this time. I was like, okay, sounds good. What do you want to do? And he was like, let's do like an M, like a lightning or an M, And I was like, okay, sounds good. And then afterwards, he was like, you were supposed to start with it like horizontal, and you went like up, And I'm like, oh, like, which that was, I guess, our fault because we should have looked for a better picture, I guess, because he was just kind of showing me like ideas, and I was like, okay, sounds good. And so yeah, a little bit of miscommunication, but it's okay. We know next time. And then my next transformation, we have box braids into big braids. This is actually a really cool style. Like the first time I ever did it on him, I was like, dang, like I had seen them before, but I had never done them. And we recently started doing his hair because he actually comes to me pretty often too. So I think we would do this like every single time for like 6 months. And then we kind of switched it up again, and then we went back to this one. So this is a really cool style. I like that style. Just because it makes the braids like really big, and they look cool like that, you know? And then so here we have some root color. Root colors are super satisfying too. I like watching them and doing them. Covering up that gray. And then we did, I believe, give her a partial. So I just added a few highlights at the bottom and a few around her hair. And I think we did her mohawk section, but I didn't record it all, so I just recorded a little bit of that. And then we have another root color. We first gave her a pretty decent chop. And I don't know if y'all can see it very well because I know her hair is dark and my cape is dark, but her hair was so thick that me cutting all the way through was still leaving like a whole layer underneath. So her hair is very thick. She is very blessed with some hair. Like, look at this. So we did a root color, and we also did a bold bleached piece in the front, like right on the top, because she was like, I want to do a little bit of lightness, but just the maintenance and then the grays when they come in, you know, so like doing a bold front piece was kind of like our way of saying, okay, well, this way you have some lightness, especially like since we want it around her face. And then as it grows into, we just bleach the roots, and that's pretty much it. So it's like nice because for one, like the chunky look is like in right now, and so everybody's like doing chunky highlight, or not chunky highlight. Well, yeah, it's actually, yeah, chunky highlights, chunky just pieces of hair, chunky mohawk sections, chunky underneaths, like all of that is in right now. So I was like, yes, girl, like let's do a little chunky piece in the front. So this was actually the first time of us doing this, but then we did it, I believe, twice. Or maybe I can't remember exactly how many times we did it total in order to like get it lighter, because the first time it didn't get very light. I mean, it did, of course, but then the second time, then we were, you know, hitting the blondes. It's just like we got to be patient with the dark hair. Like I don't want to over damage somebody's hair if it's like not needed. So I told her, I was like, look, we're gonna go nice and slow. I'm not gonna like over try to bleach. Like I got super thin sections, and that's like the way to get the bleach to work the best, to be honest. So I was like, we'll just do that, see how it lifts, and then once you're ready for your root touch again, depending on how your hair is in the front, we'll bleach it again. If not, we'll bleach it then the time after that. So I think we did bleach it like twice or 3 times. And then we have a perm. This is my first time doing a mullet perm too. Like all of the top was not long enough to be permed because he originally did want to perm it all. But the top was not long and the sides were cut short like a taper. So literally we just did the back. So my first mullet perm, and it turned out really nice. Like I know I have the after pictures of like most of these transformations, but like just for the sake of this video, I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna post the transformation part because for me to find those, it's gonna take a minute. And I do want to do something with these clips. So, so yeah, there's the perm. Super satisfying. His hair turned out so nice, very thick too. So you already know that thick Hispanic hair does so good with anything. It's just like a lot stronger, can take a lot more. The perm, I mean, obviously like a lot more fullness, a lot more texture. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!